In today's show, we're taking a look from Mcfarlane Toys, Borderlands 3, Psycho. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. We're doing an older one. I think this figure is about 4 years old. But I was inspired because I went to see the movie Until Dawn, and one of the killers looks like this. So I happened to be in my storage unit, and I actually found that I had this guy, and I said, you know what, I'm going to review this guy, even though I did Craig, I think his name is, last year or the year before. So I meant to get around now. I did buy, because I always, and you got to think outside the box. I thought about a crazy Joker gang, a psychotic Joker gang, and he had a couple of these guys. So I bought like 4 of these the year before to do an army building. And again, guys, you got to look at the opportunities and see the big pictures if these are army builders. Not to mention that the reason I bought Craig, because in my world, Craig happens to be my mutant leader, and these guys are the mutant followers or the mutants. And since Mcfarlane hasn't bothered to release a mutant leader, and with the contract running out, I'm sure there's plenty of time. There's still plenty before June of next year. Maybe he will wait until the last moment. I figured I'd get this guy. So with that said, we're going to jump in now. I took advantage. This weapon here, guys, I put in his hand, and I'll take it off now so you guys can see it. But this weapon here goes right here. He did come with a stand, guys, and the stand was all smudged up. I don't know, maybe the heat of the storage unit. I'm not sure. But in any case, guys, this figure here, he has this weapon. I heated up his hands. You have to heat up the hands, guys. And it looks like it already hardened up. I'll take it off. We'll put Psycho over here. And we'll take a look at it. I love this weapon, but the plastic is very brittle, so if it falls, it'll break. I've had a couple of these in some of my boxes, but I love the way that it's got that rust and the blood, almost giving me the impression that it's in Silent Hill. Would love to have these guys running around with these weapons, and it's just amazing. Look at the handle. And I notice a lot of the weapons that Mcfarlane has been giving us lately with figures are not coming with this type of detailing like this. It's a motorcycle handle turned into some kind of a buzzsaw. Now, I've never played the game. If you have, tell me if that's what these guys are carrying. Obviously, they do, because the characters are there. And then we'll bring him in. He's got that cartoonish 2D shading on there. And I just love the face. I love this whole horror stick to it. Pretty muscular guy. He's got that 2D shading on him. Got these plastic chains here. The weapon there. He's got these grenades in the back. But one flaw here is that this hand is closed. Would have been great. More hands. Mcfarlane. And guys, when you heat up the hand is so sensitive that it actually came off, and the peg is super thin, guys. Let me see if I could, without breaking it. There it is. Look at that. Guys, be extra careful. You don't want to break it. You may want to, glue the hand in or whatever you're going to do. But with any case, let's take a look at Psycho's articulation. So the head does go like that. It goes up. It goes up. It goes down. The arms do have a 90-degree pose. You do get a bicep swivel. You only get single jointed. Obviously, you've got that old ball bearing, and it does swivel all around. You saw that already. The torso spins from here. The waist, nothing. You get that much of a leg kick. You get that much of a leg forward, guys. You got the knee, but then you've got the swivel here, which should have been up here. And even though I prefer this old diaper style, it really, the sculpt doesn't let you move it. So that's probably why Mcfarlane went with that. And then last but not least, guys, sadly, with this old toy, you have no type of articulation on the boot. So again, early Mcfarlane and remnants of the fact that he prefers, I took him off camera to put the weapon back in his hands. He prefers to be doing statues versus action figures. I keep saying that. You guys keep disagreeing with me. I know it's not a lie. I know it's the truth. He'd rather spend the money on giving you statues. And the hand just popped off. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And here is Psycho again. I put the weapon back in his hand, guys. So overall, I think it's a beautiful figure. Like I said, it's an army builder. Get a couple of these guys. These guys are on your stop motion in the back, not doing much, or trying to be good villains back there. Now I moved them again. I took them off. Wanted to adjust the weapon where the motorcycle handle is. But like I said, be careful. The hand keeps coming off. So, you know, be careful with your guy so it doesn't keep coming off. So let me know, guys, if this is something you're going to pick up for your army building, your weapons building, you know, your all around action figure building for your community. So if you're going to put this on the shelf or not. So I love looking at it. I like how they drew in the abs. They sculpted it, but they also drew in the abs with blood and everything else. So they definitely did that 2D shading like the game on there. And like I said, I've never played the game, but wanted to give a shout out to Sebastian, who it looks like he's played it and he knew more because he answered my question on Lilith, who's in the game. And again, I don't know anything. I just know that they look badass. So with that said, guys, share your thoughts with me. Let me know what you think. Whoops, there's that bloopers that you guys love. Let me know if this is something you're going to be picking up for your shelf or for your collection or your stop motion. So with that said, please go ahead and hit the like, hit the bell, hit the notification, word of mouth, share it with a friend, do smoke signals. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. So with that said, me and Psycho, we're done. And guess what, guys? We are